Hello, this is William McKissock with Schooley Mitchell, your expense reduction specialist. And as you know, I like to promote businesses across social media. And today I'm doing it again. Remember, word of caution, this is not my day job. I'm not a TV guy. I'm not an interviewer. I'm just simply doing some social media posting for other businesses. And today I have with me Anna Mandell. Hi, Anna.
Hi, William.
It's a pleasure to have you on. So let me give the viewers a little bit of background, and then we'll just get into some of the basic questions and you can give us more of who you are and what you do. So Anna Mandell is with Business Residuals Consulting, LLC, and it's really cool what they do. They're a business that helps create residual incomes for people. I'm intrigued. So before we get into what the business does, Anna, tell me a little bit about yourself and how you became about to doing what you're doing now.
Before we even go there, thank you so much for having me. I mean, you are just such an amazing individual, professional. I'm so glad that we've come across each other's paths and that you're hosting me now on your show. That is so absolutely fantastic. And you're doing this for all these other businesses. Everyone can use so much support. It's really great. So what was your question?
Tell me a little bit about yourself and how you got into this business. Yeah, give us a little bit of your background.
Yeah, so I've been an entrepreneur for about 10 years, maybe more, and I've always been really, really passionate about financial independence, probably all the way from my lemonade stand from when I was 8 years old. And I just learned that through reading different books. Growing up, I read some different financial books. One was eight simple ratios to your financial security. I read that one. I didn't really like the ending, and read Rich Dad Poor Dad, and just realized that being in business was really, really important, and understanding my finances and being ahead of them is really important, and empowering others is something I really care about. So then when a friend of mine actually showed me this franchise opportunity, and we'd met in a very intensive leadership program, and we were much over a Zoom call like this right now. And he showed me the opportunity, and I thought, gosh, it's really a no-brainer. And so what we do is we help individuals create streams of residual income through the largest franchise in the world tied to essential services.
So you talked about the largest franchise in the world and this kind of services. So tell me, what is it you're actually doing? How do you create residual incomes for people? So what do you do?
Yeah, the franchise has been around for about 30 years now. So it's, very outstanding long-term performance. Started off little, and now it's also global. It's in 27 different countries and continuing to grow. Been recognized by the Better Business Bureau with an A+ rating, Fortune magazine, Inc. Top 500. I mean, it just goes on and on. And so basically what this franchise does is creates partnerships with some of the largest service providers in the world for either insurance or internet, cellular, TV, electric, the list just goes, security, it just goes on. So it becomes its entire own portfolio. And then us as consumers or individuals, we get to capture percentages and little pieces of all the business that they're doing.
Okay, so I mean, you kind of tap into a little bit of the areas that we tap into at Schooley Mitchell as expense reduction specialists. So obviously what we do is different from what you do in expense reduction. It's a different model. So what differentiates you from other people that does what you do or other businesses in the expense reduction world?
I think what happens is it comes under one umbrella. So like you, we have a tremendous supply power to offer very competitive rates. And then for those that choose to partner in the business, they get kickbacks on all of their own services that they choose to switch over to the services that we utilize. And then on top of that, it's just like a McDonald's corporation and franchise, or being a broker and a real estate agent kind of structure. The broker is getting a little bit of everything. And so when partnering with the company, you can span it across your entire network, whether you're, in real estate, you're in business, or you just have a heart for serving other people.
So essentially you get paid a little bit when a client gets a better deal, and the company itself that they buy from pays you a small piece for introducing that client to the vendor, as it were. Yeah,
correct.
Okay.
Yes. Every single month ongoingly. Yeah. So it can stack up after a while.
Yeah, I'm sure it can. So what does a typical client look like? So, I mean, I'm assuming you work with, we work with businesses in every industry, any size of business. So for you, what does a typical client look like?
So our kind of three types of people that we go after, they tend to work really, really well with people in the real estate industry. So if you're a real estate agent and you're moving people in and out of homes, it's a huge opportunity to offer a concierge white glove service of supporting your clients walking into new homes. Same thing with property managers, real estate investors, contractors. It's just one more opportunity to differentiate yourself from your competitors. And none of those businesses offer the operators an opportunity to really create a residual income. So it creates this like sustainability, more touch points and all of that. So it's really absolutely fantastic. And then the next level is we work with businesses. Oftentimes they're going to have like a franchise like model as well. But that could be restaurants, it could be nail salons, hair salons. I mean, you could get on all sorts of warehouses, gyms, all sorts of businesses like that. Small business owners generally, although we do partner with larger organizations. And then lastly, it's an individual that, is looking for additional income for themselves. They want something they can do full-time, part-time from the comfort of their own home. And like they like to talk to people, or they're willing to talk to people, and they want to help people become financially independent. So we also have an opportunity for that. So they're coachable, they're motivated, they're excited. And they're eager to create a future.
Cool. So if you're watching this video, you can see Anna's details underneath her portion of the video. Please reach out if you're looking to get involved and potentially get a residual income. Sounds very appealing to me. Obviously, we've got our own business model, which is kind of in the same space, but not quite what you guys do. So again, Anna's details are underneath. Reach out to her if you want to earn a residual income for some nice, easy work. So as a final thought, Anna, you talked about the kind of businesses you work with. You talk about what you do, and you're with a large organization. I'm assuming that you work with clients all over the country.
Yeah, actually, we're not just all over the country. We're in all 50 states, and then we're also in 27 countries. So that can be Japan, Australia. We're in most of the countries over in Europe and beyond. So you can really pick up the business and go just spend anywhere with it.
So I know that said was my final question. I'm going to add another question in here. Don't worry, I'm not going to trap you. So would you personally or anybody in your team work with clients across the globe, not just in North America?
Yeah, so my business is already in, it's in Canada, I'm like Hawaii, but that's all the way, it's part of the US. It's in England, it's in Scotland, it's in Australia, and it'll probably be going to Spain and France shortly. So I'm very excited. Mexico, I think too, is in there.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Well, Anna, thank you very much for coming on the show. Again, viewers, please reach out to Anna. Her details below if you're looking to make a residual income. Talk to Anna. She's a really nice person as well. I know Anna personally. She's a friend as well as somebody who's in business that I'm trying to help promote. So Anna, thank you very much for coming on the show. I really appreciate it. I couldn't do this if I didn't have people that wanted to tell the story about what they do.
Oh, well, thank you so much for having me, William. I was really excited to be here and support you. And while you're supporting me and others, it's just really a win-win for everyone. So I don't know why people wouldn't sign up with you, besides you're an absolute sweetheart. So thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. I'll now hand it over to Dave for the weather.